the way. Their 78 wins, including playoffs, going back to 2019, is the most in a 6-season span without making a Super Bowl appearance of any team in the league. So it's a bit of damning with faint praise. They've been very, very good. They need something to put them over the top. What is it, Mel Kiper?
They got to cover. They got to cover guys on the back end. You got Will Johnson. As long as the medical is good, Will Johnson's a top 10 to 15 player. No doubt about that. For Buffalo to see Will Johnson there at this point has to, I think, surprise a lot of people. Maxwell Hairston ran great, had a really good junior camp, 2024 campaign, so he got hurt this year with his shoulder, had 5 picks 2 years ago. Now, I know, Lou, you love Trey Amos.
Absolutely. Trey Amos, Azaria Thomas from Florida State. Both of these guys, I mean, they're those long, tough, man-to-man cover guys, great jump ball skills, win at the catch point down in the red zone. These are the kind of guys that Sean McDermott would like to deal with.
Azaria Thomas would have been in the first round had not been for the 40 at the combine.
That's right. I'll tell you what, and he's a Jalen Ramsey-looking type of guy. Long, tough, can play inside at the star at the nickel position. And Trey Amos, I'll tell you this, coaches down in Ole Miss said, hey, look, he reminds us in many ways of what Patrick Surtain looked like when he came out of Alabama. He has that same kind of mentality, that same kind of toughness at the catch point, ball skills, all of it. But there's some good players still on the board.
If you talk about fit, though, all those guys, I get it, but from a fit standpoint, if the medical checks out, Will Johnson fits better in that Sean McDermott defense, where they want to have vision on the ball.
So you're talking about a too-high type of scheme, cover 4, cover 2 type of scheme.
From a zone standpoint, ball skills, the ability to kid diagnose, get the ball, and get the pick sixes like he did at Michigan. Right. I think he fits better maybe than a Trey Amos or an Azaria Thomas.
Well, I would say Trey fits only because down at Ole Miss, I mean, they played a cover 4 type of scheme. It was Nick's scheme, basically, that they played down there. So, they both make sense. They both make sense.
A team that we've mentioned has been so good and yet come up just short in such painful fashion multiple times in the last few years. Last year was supposed to be their dip year. It was the year they lost so many of their players on defense, reset their salary cap, still found themselves with an opportunity in the AFC Championship game against Mahomes in Kansas City and just couldn't quite get it done at the finish. So let's see which direction they go. Everyone here is expecting defense to help Josh Allen and that Bills offense take a step towards San Francisco or Santa Clara next year.
It's just a different way to close the gap, really. When you talk about the gap between Mahomes and Josh Allen, it's minuscule. So how do you close? You got to be able to close the defensive side of the ball where they can turn the football over and give Josh Allen one more possession, give him one more crack at the football.
And we can see the commissioner making his way to the podium with a very special visitor to announce the pick.
The NFL is stepping up to have an even greater impact as a wish maker for Make-A-Wish. For the second time tonight, we have the opportunity to grant a wish for a deserving young man to announce the first pick for his favorite team. Tommy is a 16-year-old living with a neuromuscular disorder, is a huge Buffalo Bills fan, and he's here with me to make the announcement for his beloved Bills. Go ahead, Tommy.
Let's go, Buffalo! With the 30th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Maxwell Hairston. Let's go!
Let's go indeed. Cornerback out of Kentucky who ran the fastest 40 at the combine. So it starts there. He's here. He's a huge personality. 2-year starter, 6 interceptions. 3 of them came back for touchdowns.
When he was healthy in 2023, he was outstanding. 5 interceptions, led the SEC, set a school record with 2 interception returns for touchdown in 1 game against Vanderbilt. And then this year he started 7 games, but he missed 5 games with a shoulder injury, had 4 pass breakups, only had the 1 interception. This is a kid that you talk about speed and recovery ability. Remember Nate Wiggins last year going to the Baltimore Ravens out of Clemson? This kid can fly. His 40 time was outstanding, blazing recovery speed, does well at the catch point, like his ability to plant and drive, the frame. Needs to play with a little better eye discipline as well, but that frame holding up, being able to support the run and be able to hold up physically in the NFL, but the recovery ability, the coverage skills of Maxwell Hairston when he was healthy 2 years ago. That was excellent, Lou.
Yeah, I mean, 39 vertical, 10-9 broad, 4.25. You're talking about in the 40. Like he has the speed and athleticism to make up for some of the deficiencies that he has as far as route recognition and playing it true and playing it clean with consistency. That's what happens. That's why you slip down here to 30 when you have the kind of athletic ability he has. But look, Sean McDermott will get him right. They need to really get some cover guys, some guys who can make some plays on the ball in the secondary. And this is the kind of kid with the kind of traits that you look for down here late in the first round.
He's the first defensive back in school history to go in round one, and we talk about how badly the Bills need him. They allowed opposing quarterbacks to complete 41% of their passes, thrown 20 yards downfield or more last year. That was 24th in the NFL. Now let's take a look at Max Hairston.
Yeah, like I said, Greg, you talk about the ability to recover and to see the size. Only about 180, 183 pounds. That's the concern moving forward with that frame. But you watch him here, Lou, and Kentucky. Drew Phillips came out of his defense last year and did a really good job as a rookie with the New York Giants. Anticipate, first on the ball, and come up with the interception. He had 5 interceptions 2 years ago. He said 2 in that one game for touchdown against Vanderbilt. So, again, here's a kid with the talent. Certainly the Buffalo Bills, they don't need 1. They need 2, maybe 3 cover men to help that secondary.
And I just love how they play. If you notice the video, he's playing off coverage with vision on the quarterback. We talked about how Buffalo wants to play with the safeties high and the cornerbacks off, keeping the ball in front of him with the cornerback having vision on the quarterback. He played that to the best of his ability at Kentucky.
Play everything top down, play with good vision. You saw